A live look right now over downtown Buffalo. The Queen City has so many nice things to offer. The city has great restaurants, the bar scene, but there are also things that can be worked on, like the roads. And for the next 11 months, Buffalo Business First will publish a series of articles called Buffalo Unlocked. It will take a close look at how the region can capitalize on strengths and weaknesses, but address those weaknesses, improving both the local economy and the quality of life for the people who live here. And joining me now live in studio is Business First, Jacob Tierney. We want to thank you so much for coming on to 5:30 today.
Hi, Claudia. Thanks for having me.
Tell me all about this series, Buffalo Unlocked.
Yeah, so Buffalo Unlocked, we are trying to take a close look at the city and the region. What's working well? Is Buffalo seeing a resurgence, but also what is not working, and what does it take to fix that? What does it take to bring Buffalo to the next level and unlock its full potential?
What have you found so far?
Well, I've talked to a lot of business and community leaders, and Buffalo has a lot going for it. Wonderful people, amazing summers, tons of great cultural amenities, our museums, our sports teams. There's a lot to like about Buffalo and a lot that has changed for the better over the last decade, but there are also still many things holding the city back. Infrastructure needs a lot of work. Of course, we all know that this city struggles with both poverty and segregation, and attracting employers here remains difficult despite all the successes the city has seen recently.
Yeah, the fact that you're looking at weaknesses and how you can improve on those weaknesses and make those things better. You talked about infrastructure. Is there something else?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, diversity and inequality is a big issue. I was speaking with Trina Burris at United Way, who's quoted throughout the article, and she talked about the very real impacts that this has. Buffalo has a higher infant mortality rate than most other cities in the country, despite having stellar healthcare systems. On the employment front, several business leaders talked with me about a chicken and egg problem that Buffalo has. The city is fairly small, which means we don't have a ton of employers for high-skilled workers. That means if you move here for a great high-skilled job at someplace like M&T, but for some reason that job doesn't work out, you might not have somewhere else to go. So that means employees may be hesitant to move here, but the lack of a strong workforce makes employers less likely to move here as well.
We were looking at some video and we saw Niagara Falls. So there are so many amenities and certain things that people are attracted to. Talk to me about those things as an attraction for people to want to be here.
Yeah, Buffalo, when it comes to cultural amenities, punches so far above its weight as a city. The food here is incredible. We have these great tourist attractions like Niagara Falls, the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Sabres, the incredible Olmsted Park network with Delaware Park as the centerpiece of it, great universities. There's a lot of things that make people want to move to Buffalo, and if we can capitalize those and continue to improve those, that will be a big step in making Buffalo a place that people want to live, work, and play.
What about the political structure? Did that come up at all?
We didn't focus too much on politics in this first installment of Buffalo Unlocked, though it is something we'll be taking a closer look at throughout the year. One thing we did talk about was the fact that Buffalo historically has tended to compete with other New York cities, even Niagara Falls, but certainly Rochester and Syracuse. And several folks that I spoke with said that if the governments of these different cities could instead work together, it would create a powerhouse. Right now, Buffalo will always be a very distant second to New York City, and that's never going to change. But we could get more attention and more investment if we're willing to collaborate with our neighbors.
I was going to say to you, it seems like collaboration, diversity, infrastructure those are three things that I took out of what you said so far about Buffalo Unlocked. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. And it will take collaboration on every level if we want to see meaningful change that doesn't leave anyone behind.
Looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll have you back as we talk about the next 11 segments of Buffalo Unlocked.
I look forward to it.
Thank you so much. That was Jacob Tierney from Buffalo Business.